better?
Love it!
Awesome, then you are set and ready to go to sponsor. Woo! Right? Woo! All right, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today, the joy of sponsoring. And what a joy it is to be a part of women's lives changing for the better. Now, before I tell you some ideas on how to sponsor and things like that, I bet there are women in this room right now that are zoning out because they think this is not for me. I'm a new jeweler. Maybe I've been around for a few years. I tried it once, it didn't work. I just don't know enough. It's going to take too much time. That just intimidates me. Listen, I want to change your minds right now. There are only two things that we as leaders would really love for you to do. Number one, we want you to commit to coming to training every single month and bring that new jeweler with you. And number two, we want you to encourage her. You are the frontline defense to that new jeweler. Stay in contact with her. Pick up the phone. You can do that. Write a little note. Find out what's going on in her business and call your upline. We'll help you. Bring her to us to train until you really feel comfortable and confident. Now, some of you may still feel that you would like a little extra help in knowing how to get her going. So I have something that I think is going to help you. I have a website. It's called joyousjewelers.com. Pretty appropriate, isn't it? joyousjewelers.com, and the password is joy. And I have set up a new jeweler scavenger hunt for our new jewelers on our team. It is 10 steps that a new jeweler can take to learn the business. And it's right on my website, so if you go there, there's a paper that she fills out, and each of the steps are laid out right in order, and underneath each step are the papers she needs and the videos she needs to watch. It's very simple. So you should go and do the new jeweler scavenger hunt if you are a fairly new jeweler, or if you just want to get caught back up and get excited. Walk through it so you're ready for her to walk through it. And then all you need to do is make sure she actually accomplishes these tasks. Talk to her about them, do them with her, and you're all set. Isn't that easy? Now, give her a prize if she finishes. We love prizes. Do you love prizes? Woo! Love it. That's right. We love prizes. So give her a small little prize if she completes it in a certain amount of time. Meet with her and talk about it. So now, do you feel confident you can do it? You've got some good resources. You're going to get to training. You're going to encourage her. This is something you absolutely can do. We've got to figure out where we're going to find these prospects, right? All right, so there's two things that I want you to do there. Number one, I want you to get excited about what you do. Are you excited about being a jewelry lady? Do people know that you're a jewelry lady? People know I'm a jewelry lady, okay? I am Julie, the jewelry lady, and everybody knows it. If they don't know it, start marketing yourself. Do something so that they know. People will stop you. Are you a jewelry lady? Yes, I am. Okay? They will come to you. You need to get excited. How can you not be excited about what you do? Ladies, we go into a room of women who are there to listen to us. We've got their full attention. We get to talk about jewelry. We get to talk about fashion. We get to eat lots of brownies. Can I get an amen? Amen. That's right. And you know, then the bonus is we make like $50 an hour. I mean, yes, love it, love it, love it. It's awesome. Focus on the positive. Are you complaining? Are you complaining on Facebook that you don't have shows? Stop it. You need to be excited. Everything has its positives and its negatives. You've got to focus on the positives. Be excited and share with everybody. Everybody. Everybody needs Premier. When you hear someone complaining, say, we need to talk. Do you know who your best prospects are? Your hostesses. I am going to put out there right now that if you do one thing different in 2014, if you completely focus your attention on your hostesses, your businesses will radically change. Everyone that's on my team knows my passion for home hostess coaching. There is nothing in Premier that I am more passionate about because I think it will radically change every aspect of your business. If you are new and you don't understand what home hostess coaching is, on that new jeweler scavenger hunt, I have a brand new little video on there that explains it and actually shows you what I do. Watch it. It will change your businesses. Those hostesses, they're already in a prime position to be jewelry ladies. They love the jewelry enough that they're going to have a show. They understand the home show business because they're willing to have a show. Now all we need to do is show them how the business opportunity is going to change their lives. All right, so here's what I'm doing. You know, I've always shared Premier when I home hostess coach. I do it at the end. I say, can I tell you a little bit about Premier? And what I realized around rally time was that there were occasions where I was making a judgment call. There were women that I was not necessarily sharing Premier or just kind of glossed over. We've all done it, right? She doesn't really need it. Look at this house. Oh, she wouldn't be interested. You know, or you're feeling rushed when you're coaching her, and so you just cut corners and you don't spend too much time. So I said to myself, I want to make it more consistent. So I started to use the video that I had made as a instructional tool for my team, but I started to share with my hostesses. And I saw this amazing thing happen. Of the 7 people that Adrian told you that I sponsored just since Rally, 5 of them were hostesses. 5. They watched this video that I created. So since then, I actually created a website. So you can all use it if you want, or check it out. It's called Watch or Listen to Win. Watch or Listen to Win. And the password to that is opportunity. I have my 27-minute video where I do an opportunity presentation. You can watch it yourself just to learn how to do an OP, or you can send people to it. I also have a conference call. Now, you might not want to use my call. You know what? Use the Draper's call. It's awesome. If your upline has a call, use that. But you know what else you can do? This is crazy. You can go to freeconferencingcall.com and get your own number, record your own call. If you want it to be your voice and your story, you know you can do that. You have the power. Okay, so you can do that. But we want to get this information out to our hostesses. Now, you can't just say, now in your packet, I placed a paper, and I'd love for you to watch that video. Because they're just going to go, wah, 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 wah. They're not going to do it. You got to give them a prize, and a good one. So here's the prize I use. It's got to be something that you think is fabulous, and I just think these are fabulous. I get these at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods for $10. They're jewelry organizers. Lots of varieties. I like these nice big ones. I don't want to get a chintzy little one. I want a nice, juicy one that she wants. And so what I do is that hostess at the home show, when I thank her and I give her a present, I say to everyone, hey, Sally did her homework. And because she did her homework and watched a little video for me, she gets this awesome jewelry organizer. And they're all like, oh. So when I book the shows at the end, I say, hey, you remember how Sally got that jewelry organizer? You can get one too. How can I? All you gotta do is watch a little video for me. Now, I don't just have her watch the video, and this is the trick. Okay, so if you've been doing the call and it hasn't been working for you, add this in. I make her fill out the follow-along paper. Now, the questions that I put on here are very important. First of all, it starts with what I call the trifecta, because I think Premier has a trifecta. And it has to do with our percentages. And that is that we make 50%, hostesses get 30%, and we get a 10% commission. So boom, boom, boom. She's going to get that in the first minute that she watches the video. But then I say, why were you interested in listening? And what is your concern? Now at the bottom, I ask her on a scale of 1 to 10, what's her interest level in hearing more? And then underneath that, and this is the critical part, I say, what's your hesitation? Underneath that, she lists anybody that she might be able to book a home show with. This is all you need to do a successful opportunity presentation. This is going to open the conversation. I think one of the problems that we have when we're doing an opportunity presentation when we're new is we don't know how to start the conversation. We don't know where to begin. Because we're women and we like to talk. And if you just start talking, you're going to get a lot of information and you're going to know how to help her. If you know what her hesitation is, you can skip all that talk of the money, if that's not it. If she has on there, her hesitation is time, then don't waste 30 minutes talking to her when she can get the credit card. Maybe we could sell some stuff. We could have a garage sale. We can make this happen. I'm going to give you a little, we're going to blah, blah, blah. Skip it. Just talk about time. Help her to know how many shows she can fit in and where. You're just going to focus right at, she's a 4. You're a 4. How come you're not a 1? Now she's going to start talking positives herself, when she thinks that, well, I really could use some money for my kids' braces. Great, let me show you how to do it. Now let's say she's not a prospect at all, she's a 1, but she's listed 4 people. Yes, Those are 4 people now that you can focus on at her show to book shows for you. So do you see how excellent this is? This is going to open the conversation. Now, by the way, we want to also make sure we have her do that before we coach her, okay? Because that way you can look at that form. And if you're scared about this, have her simply text you a picture of the filled out paper. Look at her hesitation, call your upline, say, here's her hesitation, how do I deal with it? And then coach her. So you're all set and ready to go. Isn't that great? See, it's insider information. All right, now, we want to talk to our hostesses, and I really believe that this is going to radically change your businesses. But we also want to talk to everybody else. So the next place we really want to go is our home shows, okay? Now, when you go to your home shows, we get a little intimidated sometimes as new jewelers with this sponsoring activity. Oh my gosh, do I say the $395? Do I sell prices? What if they ask me a question? I don't know the answer to. Oh my gosh, how much do I say? How little do I say? And you're so overwhelmed, you do nothing. So if you're really good at this, you can just ignore what I'm about to say when I'm talking to the newest jewelers. Your sponsoring activity should be simple. Don't think about convincing anybody to be a jewelry lady. You just want to grab their attention. You just want them to want more info. That's it. You want to get her to the point that she's like, Okay, so there's lots of little sponsoring activities that you can do. Many are successful. I don't have time to go over all of them, so you can Google them. They're all over the place. But we love big money or big money, little money. Big money is, you're going to point out how much you make at each show. You can make $1,000 a month and use some fun little money. This is on my website, too, if you want to print it, okay? So what I love to use right now, and I've done big money forever. I love it. But what I'm using right now is what I call my Love It bag. Okay, this is also called the Blessings bag or the Barbie bag, many different names, but I call it the Love It bag because here's how I transition to it. I say, okay, ladies, you guys have been telling me how much you love it. Now I want to tell you why I love it. And then they all laugh, okay? Now what you want to do is you want to have about 5 things in here that are going to be items that catch their attention that say why you love Premier. And there can be countless things that you can use. Even if you're brand new, it's things you're hoping will happen, why you've chosen to do it. You can go to my website, joycejewelers.com, and you can go to the Watch or Listen, and under sponsoring activities, I have a list of all sorts of things you can put in here. But I'm going to show you what I put in mine. Okay, first of all, you always want to have a money, like actual money. Okay, and you say how much you make. And so you say, on average I make $200 to $300 every time I go out and do a home show. But my very first home show I ever did, I made $5. Okay, isn't that awesome? I mean, Premier is amazing. They give us 50% of everything we sell. You want to have a funny, so a money and a funny. I have a bra. Men, close your eyes. Okay. So I say, you know what I love about Premier? All of their support. And you can do any control top panties, Spanx, something that they're going to giggle, a fun bra. Don't use one you actually wear. Okay? So we're going to pull that out, and they're all going to laugh. And I say, the training is amazing. I really didn't know what I was doing when I started, and now look at me. Premier has trained me to do this. I use my charm bracelet, and I say, girls, this is like my Girl Scout stash. And I love that Premier gives me a little charm every time I do something good. And do you know that most of these charms represent free jewelry? Premier really loves me and recognizes me and rewards me, and I love Premier because of that. I have 2 little things like tangible financial things. It might be a credit card you paid off, ripped up. I pull out a picture of my kids because I love to share that. And I say, my kids have all had braces, they go to private school, and Premier has paid for that. And we were a 1-car family before Premier for an entire year. And so I love that one of the first things we got was a car with Premier, okay? Now, I love to end my little presentation with something a little sentimental, a little touching, kind of grab their hearts a little. So I talk a lot about how Premier has really changed me. So I say something like this. I say, all the money in the world is fabulous. My husband would say that he could take it or leave it, but there's some things about Premier that he would never trade. And his favorite thing about Premier is what it's done for me personally, because Premier has helped me to finally see myself through the glasses that God always intended me to see myself through. I have totally increased my self-esteem and my courage because of Premier. Now, I want to share Premier with you, so I'm actually going to pay you to be my marketing department. We women love to chat, so here's what I'm going to do, girls. If you can get a prize from me, I have a little paper here, watch and listen to win. And if you go and you listen to my call or watch my video, and you do it in the next 5 days before I close the show, I have a prize for you. You need to email me just the answer to 3 questions. Was it easy to understand? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your interest in getting more information? And would you be willing to share it with a friend? If you do that, then you can either get a Clip-It added to your order for free on me, and we all need Clip-Its, or I'll mail you a $10 gift card. Okay? Now, pull out your little papers, your guest surveys, couldn't think of what it's called, your guest surveys. And this is critical in sponsoring. If you're not using a guest survey, and this stuff's all on my website, you need a guest survey. So the first part's about booking shows, but at the bottom I say, I will listen to the call. And I say, you know what? If you check mark that and I haven't heard from you, I can shoot you an email and check in with you before I close the show. And if you just want to meet me for coffee, check mark that. My last show, 2 girls said, yeah, I want to meet you for coffee. I want to know right away. Now, I want to warn you girls, you're thinking, oh, good Lord, I have 10 people at a show, I've got to give out 10. No. I've been doing this for 6 months now. Only 1 or 2 people at each show will do it. But there is someone in this room that did it and became a jewelry lady just because she watched the video. So you want to get people watching the video because you just don't know who needs Premiere. And sometimes they don't know they need Premiere and they need that information. All right, now another thing you've got to do is follow up. Okay, make sure you're following up with these folks. If you get somebody interested and they respond to you, call them. Don't email them back. Oh, Susie, that's so awesome. I see you're a 3. That's awesome. Thank you so much for watching the video. Did you want to Clip-It or did you want a gift card? A gift card? Fantastic. Hey, I would love to meet you for coffee and make that $20 instead of 10 if you wanted to get together and we could just chit-chat about this a little more. You need to follow up within 48 hours, but the sooner the better. If they're interested, we want the correct information in front of them. Now, some of you are intimidated about meeting with someone. Get your upline to come with you. Do a 3-way call. Get that information from her. Ask her on the phone. What's your hesitation? I just am curious before we meet. And then ask your upline how to deal with that. Get your upline there until you're comfortable so you can hear how she overcomes the objections so you can learn from her. Learn how to overcome these objections and then help this gal to become part of Premiere and change her life. All right, some common objections are time, and remember, we need to make sure, just actually talk through her life and find where she can fit it in. Bookings, sit down, make a list with her. Who are you going to invite to the show? Let's star the people that might have a show. Tell her how to actually ask. Sit there with her on the phone and make phone calls. That is how you can help her and be an encouragement and a support. Another is money. Again, talk to your upline on some creative ways that we have helped people to find a way. Now we have the official co-signer to the credit card. Isn't that awesome? So we can really make this happen. But you want to follow up very quickly. All right, so I hope that I have encouraged you to get out there and start sponsoring. Remember, it's simple. You simply need to get to training, bring her along with you, encourage her, get her to some simple training like the new jeweler scavenger hunt, walk through it with her, and she's going to be set and ready to go. Now, what we need to do is get out there and start sharing with everybody, get excited, and then let's double the amount of jewelry ladies in this room next year. Are you with me? Do you love it? Yeah.